So here we are on the train. I love travelling. Anywhere out the country, in the country, and I wanted to capture a little bit of footage just to show you guys how much of a nice day it was, really, with a lovely power station in the background. So coming into Lincoln then, I went straight to Gotham Games. I had an hour before I started my training and work, and you can see here there's some really awesome stuff. You've got some box NES games there. Cobra Triangle's one of my personal favourites on the NES. Some really nice Game & Watches, and the Sega Nomad there, which, you know, was only released in the US, and the chap in the shop kind of pointed it out to me, even though I'd already kind of seen it. Really quite a small place actually, very, very small, but which you'll see anyway. But I do think one of the positive things about Gotham Games is they make great use of the space with all their games, CDs, DVDs, etc. So as you can see, everything's in alphabetical order. There's some awesome cube games actually. That Tetris World there was something that really caught my eye. Something that I don't really see much of, to be fair. More Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color games than I've ever seen, but I always hated the spines. Look how bland the spines look with that big chunk of white dripping down. And then a bit of a panoramic there, guys. You can see everything is packed in. There's loads of stimulation in there, but the atmosphere lacked a little bit. Didn't kind of really speak much. I always like to have a good chat, me, but I guess that's my own fault for being a little bit too sociable. There's some really, really nice Mega Drive titles. They were incredibly expensive actually, really, really expensive. So if you do go here, take plenty of cash. I did pick up 3 games, which we'll reveal later on in the video. Some Master System games. I think most of these I'd kind of not got, but I'd got the main titles that were kind of loitering in this lot. So coming across then, so some boxed SNES games. SNES is my favourite console of all time. I'm dying to boost my SNES collection. The prices were okay. Got some N64 games here. And I thought it was nice that they kept everything in the cellophane as well. Console wise, you can see, I don't know if you can spot that there, guys, but there is a boxed ZX Spectrum. That's the first console, first computer I ever owned. I still have it actually as well, so that was nice to see it in a box though. It was really, really nice. PS2, the generic kind of spines. I like the uniformity of the PlayStation 2 games. A lot of people don't. They prefer the NTSC spines, which have a little bit more colour, a little bit more variation. I personally prefer the uniformity. Again, coming back into the window, you've got quite a fine selection of loose carts. Very impressive, really, really kind of well laid out, but again, like I say, guys, lacking atmosphere. Doom 64 box, that was $24.99. What I would have given to buy that there and then. Obviously, anything in these cases behind the glass is typically the more expensive stuff. So this was probably my favourite part of the shop because I could have just, well, I just wanted it all. I'm you know, quite overwhelming. SNES again, my favourite console. I'm dying to get more Super Nintendo stuff. And then dropping down to the bottom, I clocked the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there on the NES. That was £6. That's a game that I am after. I'm a huge fan of the Turtles series. On the arcade, NES, you know, Turtles in Time on the SNES, bloody fantastic. Very expensive though. Nice artwork as well, love the artwork you saw there, little Pac-Man ghosts. That was quite a consistent theme. But yeah, a console handheld I don't collect as much for. Kind of got the Game Boy Advance. Reasonably priced stuff. Sorry about the camera shake as well, guys. You do feel like a bit of an oddball filming in these shops. I did ask permission, but still, I always feel a little bit self-conscious. Some lovely point of sale, some great posters. Again, I think that kind of comes into a really good use of space in this shop. Some DS games. Nothing really struck me on DS. Personally, I feel, aside from the generic, like I say, Mario Kart there and Super Mario Brothers, I struggle to find really, really good DS games. Although I did see a copy of Final Fantasy IV and CEX yesterday, which for some reason I didn't buy. I'm kicking myself now. And then down in the cabinet we've got some PSPs, PS Vita in the background, DS. I really want a PSP at the moment. Me and Jess actually want to get a PSP, PS Vitas. Spend a bit more time with that actually, because I haven't really given much time to the PSP over the years. And also, you know, not just about games, guys, but DVDs. Thundercats, oh my god, I love Thundercats back in the day. I'm an 80s baby, and Transformers there as well. So again, if you guys are looking for DVDs, Blu-ray as well, and CDs, it's an okay place to buy that from. And I was bowled over actually as well at the range of Xbox original games. I said to somebody recently in one of my videos, but that they are becoming quite difficult to find. And whilst the titles here are pretty kind of generic, you've got your Halos in there. Oh yes, love that puppy. Half-Life 2. You know, there was a good range. It was a really good range. I definitely want to spend more time with that console. So if we just take a kind of final panoramic, guys, some beautiful consoles in. There were no NESs in, unfortunately, but you can see the cubes there. There was a Resident Evil GameCube, all complete. That N64 was $124.99. Bargain. Wish I could have bought it, but anyway, let's see what I picked up. Okay guys, what did I get from Gotham Games then? I've got a bit of a gaming memory for you with this one. You saw me do a close-up in the video of Half-Life 2 on the original Xbox. Now, when this came out, I popped out to the supermarket and I was in a really shit relationship. Barely any money, really crap job. Nothing was going right for me. And I had £35 in the back burner and I was with a friend and she was doing a bit of shopping. And I saw this, it had just come out. And it was 35 quid. And I knew if I bought this game, I'd have to go without food, you know, a bit of leisure time. You know, so I was kind of umming and ahhing, and after about 5 seconds I decided that I was just going to buy Half-Life 2. And I played that game to death and it got me through some dark times. So I picked this up, it was a £5. Absolutely love it. I have the first one on the PS2, but this is amazing. And Half-Life 3 I've kind of give up hoping on whether or not that will come out, because I'm happy to have this back. It's an awesome game and it was a £5 from Gotham Games. Next game then, guys, was a classic that I used to play on the NES. But I do like the 16-bit version. It was California Games on the Mega Drive. Now unfortunately it had no instructions, so he gave me £1 off. But I really wanted it. I don't come across it very often on the Mega Drive, so I just thought, right, snapping that bad boy up. It's an awesome game. Quite a bit of variation and actually really awesome at playing 2-player as well. So California Games. Finally, guys, I picked up a box NES title which was behind the glass cabinet you guys saw in the video, and that was Stunt Race FX. It's without the inlay, but you can see that the box is actually in really decent nick. There's the instructions in there, and I used to play this quite a bit. And it was awesome, and it's like it says on there, Super FX. It was one of the games that utilises the Super Nintendo's Super FX chip. So you kind of get that 3D effect when the camera pans, you know, like Star Wings. Fucking awesome game. Really cute little racer. £6 for a box NES game, good condition. So that bad boy is going to jump there with my rest of my box NES games. And that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. You guys asked for more out and about videos, and I'm trying to act on feedback. So thanks for supporting me. Check me out on Facebook, links are in the description. Check my blog, get me on Twitter, and I hope to see you guys absolutely super soon.